What's up, everybody? It's the Sports Chasers Podcast, coming to you live and direct with your host and your moderator, Kevin L. Warren, along with his fellow co-hosts, Dorian the D.A. Albreton, James the Angry One Warren, Mike Mills, Daryl D-Dub Warren, and Dan K, the Hockey Dude. This is a real sports podcast for real fans. This is a sports podcast with no hot takes, no narratives, just real, unadulterated sports talk. Please be advised that there may be some colorful and explicit language. The Sports Chasers are the defenders of the fans. Now, here's your host and moderator, Kevin L. Warren!
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on, everybody? It's another Thursday evening of the Sports Chasers Podcast. Hope everybody's doing well on this Thursday evening. Hey, a lot to get into tonight. A lot to get into tonight. But before I kick it off, hey, going to left and right on my screen, we only have the not the DA, D-Dubs with us tonight. D-Dub, what's up, brother? How are you, sir?
What's good, man? Sports Chasers Podcast, Thursday night. Man, explosive in the NBA today. And since Sunday, a lot of trades going down. So, we'll get into that.
Lot of things going down with the NBA. The NBA has pretty much taken away the Super Bowl weekend. I know I have not heard a lot of Super Bowl stuff. Nothing about the Chiefs. Nothing about the Eagles. The NBA has absolutely stolen this week. And yes, we will talk about Super Bowl predictions. We'll talk about NHL, but we also will talk about the NBA. The NBA, yes, has some cataclysmic things going on, and as far as trades. So we'll get into that. We'll jump into that. Thanks for everybody that's joining me on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, on no, don't have Twitch feed tonight. But thank you. Make sure you jump in the comments. Hit us up in the comments. Let us know how you feel. Like us, love us, or hate us. Let us know. And how we're doing when it comes to the Sports Chasers, man. But the Angry One, he will be joining us here momentarily. So it'll be only 3 of us tonight, riding tonight. Like I said, we got a lot to get into. If you got any comments, let us know in the comments. Let us know how you feel. I'm going to start off with the National Hockey League before we go to the NBA. National Hockey League. Tonight, I believe the NHL's trade deadline is in March, beginning of March. The New York Rangers acquired, I'll get this offer here from Yahoo Sports. The Blues trade star for Vladimir Tarasenko to the Rangers. The Blues traded for Vladimir Tarasenko and defenseman Nico Mikkola to the New York Rangers on Thursday in exchange for a conditional first-round draft pick in 2023, a conditional fourth-round pick in 2024, forward Sammy Blaze, and prospect Hunter Skinner. Tarasenko has recorded 10 goals and 29 points in 38 games with the Blues this season. The 31-year-old winger has spent his entire career with the Blues after being drafted 16th overall in 2010, helping the club win its lone Stanley Cup in 2019. Once considered one of the NHL's preeminent offensive talents, Tarasenko has been hampered by 3 shoulder surgeries over a 20-month span, but he is in the middle of a resurgence campaign. Tarasenko will still provide surplus value to the Rangers' top 6, bolstering a group that's looking to make a run to the Cup following last year's appearance in the conference finals. That's from Aaron Surivisavan of Yahoo Sports. So Yahoo Sports has Aaron Servicevic. We got Dan, the hockey dude. Dan is not with us tonight, but Dan left me some notes about that trade. Dan was basically explaining that this trade will be a good value for the Rangers. Tarasenko is hot and cold at times, but he will add value on the power play. He absolutely will add what Dan said as far as making sure that like I said, the power play is bolster up and adding some more scoring. So we'll see what the that has for the Rangers as they make a run for the conference finals and the Stanley Cup finals as they did last year. When they got bounced in the Eastern Conference Finals by the Tampa Bay Lightning. So
he can't be too bad, man. He had 34 goals, 82 points during the 2021-22 season.
Yeah.
To help the Blues reach their postseason. So I mean, we might have something here. So it's a wait and see.
Yeah. So all your Rangers fans, you should be excited, like myself, seeing what the Rangers can do with that. Let me run down the. So that was the top trade this far to this afternoon when the Rangers pulled the trigger with that. Let me go break down the Power 16 according to Yahoo Sports. You got the Boston Bruins. They're still hanging in there at number 1. They're 28-4-3 with a total of 208 points. You have the Carolina Hurricanes, 23-6-6 on 195 points. They're up number 2. Excuse me, they're number 2. The Toronto Maple Leafs, they're 22-7-6. They was number 3 last week as well. You also have the Vegas Golden Knights. Knights are playing great, 24-12-2. You also have at number 5 the Dallas Stars at 21-9-6. You have the Pittsburgh Penguins, 19-10-6. They have been playing well within the last 6 weeks. Let me just read this real quick by Yahoo Sports. But if there's anything they like to see in the new year, it would be more production from key forwards Jason Zucker, Jeff Carter, and Kasperi Kapanen. So the Penguins are on the move. You have also the Tampa Bay, the former Eastern Conference champs, the Tampa Bay Lightning. They're 21-11-1. They got off to a slow start, but they are steadying the pace. So they're number 7 according to the Power 16. Then you have the New Jersey Devils, who started off red hot. Devils have kind of moved down a little bit. They was 5 last week according to the rankings. Now they're number 8. If the Devils, let me read this. If the Devils hope to punch their ticket to the Stanley Cup playoffs this spring, they will need to improve their play within the division. The Devils currently play in the Metropolitan Division. New Jersey, in fact, has a winning record against every other division in the league except the Metropolitan Division. Me and Dan had a talk one day this week about just basically making these divisions, just make them conferences, and you just got there's 32 teams, 16 and 16 in both conferences, and go from there. So we have that.
Cool with that, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So at number 9, you have the Colorado Avalanche, the defending Stanley Cup champions. They are 19-12-2. They was number 11 last week. They're moving up. They also had a slow start, and they're starting to come on too. Star forward Nathan McKinnon might return this week after missing the past 3 weeks, but Captain Gabriel Landeskog has yet to play this season after undergoing off-season knee surgery. So the Avalanche are getting healthy at the right time. They're rising to the top as we speak. So we'll go again to the Washington Capitals. They're number 10. They're 20-13-4. They was number 16 as of last week. You have number 11, the Winnipeg Jets. They're 21-13-1. The Minnesota Wild are 20-12-2 at number 12. My New York Rangers, they're 19-12-5. Last week they was 10. If you didn't see, like Dan has talked about several times with me this week, that hit that I can't forget my man's name, at center ice. That was a lovely hit. So if you're into hits, you got to check out the one between Calgary and the New York Rangers on that. So my New York Rangers, they're 13th place on according to the Power 16. The 1912 and 5. They was number 10 last week. Number
They slipped.
14. I'm sorry. Yeah, they're slipping. Go ahead, D-Dub. You had something? I'm sorry.
Nah, you know what? I'm looking at these standards, man. I'm like, man, there's too many teams in this league too. You guys, 32 teams, 16 and 6. Come on, bro. It's too much in this league too. I think we just trying to get the money grabbers for real, man. And to me, it's just way too many teams.
Oh, well, baseball, I saw something, and we'll get to
Way
that.
too many teams.
I got that in my notes. The baseball is looking to add 2 more teams. One
Why?
possible. Yeah, I'm just.
Yeah, I get it. I'm just saying why. It's
Yeah.
just way too much. Too much.
The city of Charlotte, North Carolina, they're looking to have Major League Baseball in Charlotte. They built that beautiful minor league stadium downtown, and I don't know why they built it with the possibility of expansion, but
Yeah, but
we'll
it's a nice,
see
it's a
about
nice
that.
facility.
Yeah, and Las Vegas. So Las Vegas or Nashville, I think. So that will, if they do those 2 expansion teams, that will bring it to 32 teams also in Major League Baseball. But sorry, this is a hockey segment. The Kings are 14. There are 20 and 12 and 6. The Seattle Kraken, who are 18, 11 and 4. They was number 13 of last week. The number 16 bringing up is the New York Islanders. They're 20, 14 and 2. They was 15th last week. So there is the hockey report. I should say the hockey segment, not hockey report, but that's the hockey segment. I'm not Dan the hockey dude. I'm Kev the moderator, and Dan is not with us this week, but he always leaves notes for me to talk about hockey. And let me also note I did watch a little bit of the NHL All-Star Game. A lot of purists were mad at what transpired last weekend in Sunrise, Florida, at the Florida Panthers home arena, Florida Live
Trash.
Arena. D-Dub, go ahead, and I'll give you my opinion too.
No, trash. I did not watch not one iota of anything. And then when I got back home to hear about it, people was not excited about this version of the All-Star game. And I think, like I said, I think these All-Star games now, this is one thing I think that these All-Star games are fading away. And that's in every sport, maybe except for baseball. Baseball probably is the only game that, you can still have an All-Star game. You don't have to worry about too many injuries and stuff like that. And people can really play without any issues. So, but other than that, everything else is, that the same thing crossing over to the NFL. That thing was awful. I didn't watch that neither. But, I've been telling you guys on the show, I do not watch none of these All-Star games. None of them, except for the baseball one. But yeah, Kev, I don't even understand why they even still play these damn games. They should cancel them and get them out of here.
Well, I think they do it.
Just give them awards. Give them awards, and I'm fine with that. Give them the awards. But what are we playing for? These guys are so scared of getting hurt, and I understand it's a business. Then we shouldn't play the game. Then you shouldn't play. We know who you are. We recognize you. Give them an award and keep it pushing.
So you didn't watch the flag football?
Kev, stop. No, neither did you. Neither did most of these the real pure fans out there did not watch none of that.
No, I
guarantee you.
Watch the Pro Bowl. I did not. Had I had some media credentials there, I probably would have went more than likely, but I didn't. So, needless to say, yes, the All-Star games.
My man V-Lax said he forgot. Yeah, I know he did. Probably went out with the family, wife and kids, and chill. Went to Target, honey-do list, ran it because it was at 3:00. You know what I'm saying? So what?
Shout out to man V-Lac. Shout out to Dan K, our hockey dude. He's in the comments. Dan says, I'll put it up on the screen there. Dan says, I did watch some of it. Peyton was pissed off how the game ended. Yeah, I did. I did see the highlights of that. Be like, what's up, my brother, man? What's going on? Oh, and there goes the angry one. He's there. What's up, man? Later than I thought. My apologies. Yeah, he'll be here shortly. Be like, yes, thank you, man. Thank you for chiming in. And Toxic Dan, yeah, Dan was on his toxic stuff last week too. Let's see how he'll be in the comments. Hopefully, behave yourself. I doubt it. And E chiming in to VLAC and Dan K. Hey, if you got a comment or whatever, please chime in. Come in, whether you're on Facebook, my Facebook Live, the Sports Chasers Facebook Live, or also on Twitter. We don't have Twitch tonight. That's Michael's thing. Hopefully, we get our own Twitch account. So we appreciate that. So where was I at? I was talking about All-Star games. So have you noticed that most of the top three, you have football, you have the National Hockey League, and you have NBA, which is coming up soon. Fantastic, right? All of them are around the same time. And I did not watch none of the NHL or the flag football. I actually watched some old shows or whatever when I was home. And so hey, let us know how you feel about the All-Star games. Do you watch them anymore? What you feel about them? Let us know in the comments, man. So
Kev, I can already tell you they don't. I don't even need a poll. I know they're not. I know they're not.
You don't need a poll?
Don't need a poll. I don't even need a poll.
So that was the NHL Power Rankings. Thank you, Dan, for channeling. Dan is our hockey guy, and he's always talking hockey. He's our hockey guru specialist. He's the man when it comes to hockey stuff, man. To me, he's the best in the business, hands down.
Know it.
I'll put him against Barry Melrose, anybody.
And the mullet.
Yeah, the
Barry Melrose and the mullet.
Yeah,
go get Dan K the good mullet. A mullet growing.
I think Dan had a mullet. Dan's not here to.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Dan K with the mullet.
Oh man. So let me move on to the National Basketball Association, the NBA. Like I said, a lot of things going on with the NBA. Yes, we have to talk about the NBA. Some of y'all, we know how y'all feel. Look at that. People just jumped up. Hey, I said the NBA just jumped up. Look at that. Before I do that, let me just read on. So trade deadline is today. I believe it passed. And the NBA had a bevy of trades. So I'm just gonna first read off the trades. This might take a little bit. It's gonna be like in church, right? You know, when the pastor reads, read it on, and then we'll just talk about how these trades went out. So I'll start from Sunday. So this is also coming from Yahoo Sports. Kyrie Irving traded to the Dallas Mavericks. Like I said, I'm gonna read all this stuff and then we'll talk about it and dive into it. So welcome to the NBA segment. I'm not Ryan D'Souza. I am Kevin Owan, your host and moderator. So take it away. So here we go. So on Sunday, Kyrie Irving received his trade. He requested last week as the Brooklyn Nets dealt into the Dallas on Monday. The Mavericks sent Spencer Dinwiddie, Dorian Finney-Smith, a 2029 first-round draft pick and second-round picks in 2027 and 2029 to the Nets, who also sent Markieff Morris to the Mavericks. And that's it. That's all I got there. And then you have Russell Westbrook is leaving LA, and his next playing destination isn't entirely clear. Lakers sent Westbrook to the Jazz in a 3-team deal that confirmed Thursday, and the Jazz are likely to buy out his contract. If so, Westbrook will have multiple suitors on the buyout market. I think that's very interesting that he got sent to Utah, and because he had that problem up there,
issue in
Utah. Also in the deal, the Lakers will acquire D'Angelo Russell. I guess the band was back together again from the Minnesota Timberwolves, and Malik Beasley and Gerard Vanderbilt from the Jazz, while Westbrook, Juan Toscano Anderson, Damian Jones, and lightly protected 2027 Lakers first-round pick will be sent to Utah. The Jazz are sending Mike Conley and Nickeil Alexander-Walker to Minnesota, which will also receive draft picks. Okay, so Russell Westbrook is leaving LA, and his I read that. I'm sorry. So let me get to the Kevin Durant deal. Kevin Durant traded to the Phoenix Suns in a blockbuster 5-player deal. That deal went down last night, probably around 12:30, 1 o'clock Eastern midnight time. So the Brooklyn Nets traded the second of their two All-Stars in a blockbuster move Wednesday night. The Phoenix Suns acquired Kevin Durant for Jay Crowder, Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, 4 unprotected first-round draft picks in 2023, 2025, 2027, and 2029 and 2028. Pick swap, according to ESPN. TJ Warren is headed to Phoenix in the deal as well. So there you go. The Lakers are trading former All-Star defensive guard Patrick Beverley. He thought the band was back together again with him and D'Angelo Russell, but guess not. And a second-round pick to the Orlando Magic in exchange for center Mo Bamba, according to Bleacher Report's Chris Haynes. So, and this one I heard on my way home. The Rockets are acquiring John Wall from the LA Clippers in a 3-team deal with the Memphis Grizzlies, according to the Athletics Sham Sharania. Bleacher Report's Chris Haynes reported that the Rockets plan to waive him. The Clippers will reportedly receive Eric Gordon and 3 second-round picks, while the Grizzlies get Luke Kennard. In addition to Wall, the Rockets will also get Danny Green.
So these contracts must be expiring, or
yes,
they just getting rid of stuff. Okay, go ahead.
Let me read it. The Golden State Warriors are trading recent 2 overall pick James Wiseman to the Detroit Pistons in a series of deals that nets them a reunion with defensive-minded guard Gary Payton second, per multiple reports. The Atlanta Hawks will reportedly receive Sadiq Bey from the Pistons as part of a 3-team transaction. Golden State received 5 second-round picks from Atlanta and reserved for it Kevin Knox from Detroit, all which will be rerouted to Portland for Payton in separate deals. You also had the Knicks making a move the other day. Yes, my New York Knicks made a deal. The Knicks, they traded. I'm sorry, they got Josh Hart.
Josh Hart.
Let me just read this real quick. Josh Hart. Josh Hart and Cam Reddish is out. So yeah, Cam Reddish played very sparingly underneath our coach.
Sparingly. Sparingly. Stop. I don't know what he played, man. He played. I think I seen him one game. He got lit, and after that
was
went
it.
Back to the bench. I said, man, oh man.
So listen, there's a lot to unpack with all this, with the NBA stuff. Let me start up first because it's only the two of us. The NBA. I'll just talk about the Brooklyn Nets. So the Nets 4 years ago, they trade for Durant. They trade for Kyrie Irving, trade for Durant. They get Harden, right? So they pretty much buy their super team. So, all the, disgruntled New York Knicks fans, they jumped the bandwagon. I'm calling you out. Yep, I'm calling you out because that's what you did. And you jumped over to Flatbush and Atlantic Avenue to support the Nets. That's fine. That's great. Saying, oh, the Knicks were dysfunctional. Yes, and the Knicks are dysfunctional. But boy, oh boy, 4 years and turnabout is fair play. Kyrie Irving and Durant, they handpicked their coach. Where's the coach at now?
Packed him out of there.
Got him out of there, right? Harden. They got Harden there. Harden got sick of what was going on.
Harden said, yeah, go ahead. I got to get the fuck up out of here. That's what he said. He said, what is going on here? I'm not used to this.
Yeah, I'm not
used to accountability.
Yeah, I got to get out of here. So they got him out of there and got Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons has played, sparingly. I can't even use that word with him either. It's still in his head how he's playing. And it's quite unfortunate.
Yeah.
Go ahead, D. I'll give you space. Go ahead, dog.
No. Because first, he leaves Philadelphia. Philadelphia packs him up, trade him. They trade. They make the trade. He has mental health problems now, which, yes, I'm calling it out. I think that was just, an excuse to just say, I don't want to play right now. These guys are, using stuff for their advantage. Whatever. That's fine. They playing by the rule books. But we know the real deal. And the real deal is that he didn't want to play. He didn't want to play. He was embarrassed by that playoff series that he had against what was it? Was it Was it Atlanta? Who did they play when he didn't want to shoot the ball, or he was right there with a wide open layup and and passed it out. So ever since that situation that happened, and then you know, he's never been the same.
No.
I've never seen now to the great philosopher DA who's told me that you don't drive a car for 30 years and then forget how to drive a car. Well, this is a clear example of yes, you can forget. And because he's totally forgot how to play basketball. He could never shoot. He was never that, but he didn't do everything else. Usually, okay, if you can't shoot, you do everything else. If you're not that great at shooting, you'll rebound, you hustle plays, you play defense. He at least play defense, and even his defense seems like I don't know how to do that either. So that's the problem. And guess what? That contract is one ugly contract that he has, and the Nets is not going to get from underneath that because nobody wants him. And I think at this point, being that with the team that they got now, the Nets will be good in the future. They got probably an A+ in the future because they have so
Yes.
many first round draft picks. So, but that's later down the road. So, and it doesn't mean that they're going to be able, just because you got that many draft picks, it's putting everything together. So, yeah, they got a lot of draft picks, but on paper, looking at it on paper, it looks good for them in the future if they play their hand right. Phoenix, on the other hand, Phoenix with Kevin Durant, yes, that looks good on paper. Kevin Durant, Booker, Chris Paul, if he stays healthy. I think some other kid, Craig, and then you got Aiden over there. Again, everybody, it looks good on paper. I don't trust none of them. I don't trust none of them other than it's the only team that's been together and doing the thing in the West. John Morant, shut your goddamn mouth, boy, because you saying something about talking about at the time it was just him in the Western Conference, and he wasn't worried about it. Not in the Western Conference. Well, sir, you got competition in the West. Competition in the West with Kyrie and Luca. So one thing about this, it has mixed the players up a little bit. So even the Lakers got now, with the moves that they made, they might have a chance to sneak up in there and get an AC or more. You know what I'm saying? It depends on how that works out because they got rid of Westbrook, Patrick Beverly, all guys that can't shoot. I mean, I don't understand. You brought them over there.
But
They can't shoot.
let me interject, and I'll let you have it back.
Yeah.
So they gave Westbrook hell, and that's not all. You can't put that. I've seen a lot of I guess Laker fans, LeBron
Not all
fans
his fault. Right.
put it on this guy, and it's not all Westbrook's. Y'all knew he couldn't shoot coming in. Y'all knew it. Yes, yeah, Mon, I like it too.
Yeah,
But
Lakers did a good job today.
they made a good. But you can't blame him for all of that. And I just think he was the poster boy for the Lakers ills. And we'll talk about the Lakers in depth here in a little bit. Go ahead, D.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't all Westbrook's fault, but at the same time, again, I'm not going to let this guy get away with, it was Mr. James that handpicked him to come over. He did that. I don't care what he says. He knows he did it, but again, these that's a whole nother. These people, won't put the blame where the blame's supposed to go, and he did that. So but kudos to them for making some good trades today and last night, I should say. So they'll be good. They'll be good. What's the angry one says Lakers will make the playoffs. Book it. Yeah. Love the Lakers moves. Got some shooters now. Yeah. I mean, that's what they need. They needed somebody to spread the ball. And they don't necessarily need a point guard. If LeBron is going to have the ball in his hands majority of the time, that's your point right there. Yep. And let him, facilitate the offense. But pretty good moves. John Wall, that was another one.
Yeah, let's talk about John Wall. John Wall, a fall from grace.
Wow. I thought, him going to the Clippers was going to be something good for him. That did not pan out at all. I haven't been watching it like you know. The NBA is trash to me. There's not, but I do follow a little bit.
Every
But
week I come on here. There you go again.
I sure will every week. You will hear the NBA is trash, and I'm not the only one that feel like this. So, with that being said, it is what it is, man. I can't change it. They already changed the rules. Um, it is what it is. But John Wall gets traded back to Houston. Did you say in that piece that they're going to release?
Houston is going to release him. I heard that on
Yeah,
my way
yeah,
home, and I
yeah.
read it here with Yahoo Sports.
Hmm.
That's just dollar for dollar, contract for contract. But it's like, okay, throw him in there, and then we'll just get rid of him.
Yeah,
I,
I guess that injury, whatever he had going on,
yes,
um, it really hampered him. He's never. I don't think he's been the same
correct.
since then. He's not at this age at this time in his NBA career. I don't think it's probably. I mean, he might could still play for somebody, back up somebody, but he's gonna have to come up off that cash, whatever his I don't know what his salary structure look like, but they're gonna have to come up off of that. What was another one? James Wiseman leaving Golden State, going to Detroit. James
Shout out.
Wiseman was supposed to be a big time. Uh,
With the Golden State Warriors, yes, he was
yeah,
supposed to
he's
be in the
supposed to be.
plans. Yes, shout
He's
out to
supposed to be in the
Snipe
plans.
Life, man. Appreciate you for chiming in, bro. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, he was supposed to be, a good player for Golden State, and Golden State had got a lot of players in that period when what's my man that went down with the yeah, I can't think of his name now. That's not Curry. What's the other boy's name? The other Splash
Uh,
brother.
oh, well, I don't know what we can't talk about this Splash Brothers. We know what we're talking about. I'll get it back.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but him, that dude, light skin. Well, they both
Yes.
light skin. But anyway, yeah, when he went down, Clay, thank you.
Yeah, Clay.
He
Thank
When he went down, that's when everything, they started drafting. They drafted, they had like a number one pick. So we thought Wiseman was going to be good, and then yes, saves like $130 million. Yeah, true that. But I thought they had something in the backup plan. That was the plan for get these big men to get in there, and it didn't pan out. And for whatever reason, and he gets shipped to Detroit. They get back Bay though. What's his
you.
name
Yeah,
in Bay? Sadiq Bay,
Sadiq Bey.
who was
Correct.
a pretty decent player for Detroit. So yeah, that was it. But yeah, man, the NBA, man, Mike Conley goes to the T Wolves. Eric Gordon to the Clippers. That's a good move. Josh Hart, we'll see with the Knicks. Mikal Bridges, the Nets. I don't know. Again, I don't know what the Nets are doing. Gary Payton Jr. is going back to the Warriors. I know he was sick. He never wanted to leave. And Mo Bamba to the. Oh, I'm sorry. Bay went to Atlanta. Okay, I stand to be corrected. Um,
Yes, Atlanta will reportedly
Sadiq
receive
Bay.
Sunday
Yeah, he
night
went to the Hawks.
as
Yes,
part
that's
of the
correct.
three-team transaction. Correct.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So yeah, this is not our NBA. It's not my NBA. I'm not used to all this. It's like how many deals? Like 14, 15, almost 20 deals that went down since Sunday. You
I
know what I'm
think.
saying?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Nah, go ahead.
I I think that, like, I started off when I started talking about the Nets and how they try to buy a championship, and that just blew up in their face. And chemistry is everything. Chemistry is everything. And
And the Nets didn't say no. That you have to say no, and you got to run your business. And that's another thing. These guys have not. Um, these owners, they like I said this the other night. We was
they
talking
are
about LeBron.
not owners.
Yeah, I was talking about LeBron, right? I was talking about things that happening, and I said, I can't blame him for everything.
No,
Everybody has their part in it, from the owners, everybody all around, because of what they've done. Just not saying no. That's why Pat Riley, leadership means everything. If you don't got good leadership, I'll show you a bad team. If you don't have good leadership, I'll show you a bad team. Yes, it always looks good on paper. Like I said, yeah, that Phoenix team looks good on paper. But guess what? When they start playing, we'll see. This is honeymoon phase right now. Oh, we got this. Yeah, we look it. Yeah, it look good.
I love you,
Shit look
baby.
like trash. And guess who ends up winning? Guess who ends up winning? It'll be Denver and Milwaukee in the finals. You understand what I'm saying?
Snipe Life made I'm gonna put his comment back up here. He makes a good point. Too many personalities in Brooklyn, but that's why I think Snipe Life. You need somebody who
You
a
need a
coach
You need
who's going to
somebody.
be able, not even an X and O person, just a manager. If anybody's a supervisor at a job, you know you might have strong personalities. You got to be able to manage that, and I think Nash couldn't do it or couldn't say no. And one thing
But these are the same guys they wanted, and then wanted them out of here. This is what happens when you give these guys too much power. You got to find a balancing line. Yes, we like the player empowerment. We like to have the players take control of their career. I have no problem with that because we've seen it where organizations have taken a player and run them in the ground. Right? We've seen that. So kudos to them if you interested in winning a championship and you want to win a championship, and I'm cool with that. But you got to understand the business of it. You understand what I'm saying? So it's crazy. What are you laughing at? Hold on.
VLAC said, "What topic are we on? The NBA."
Wait, we still on the NBA? Yeah. I'm sorry, VLAC, man. It has to be addressed. It had to be.
But I'll just talk about a philosophical and a life point here about personalities and managing personalities. I look, and I'm going to bring up coaching and managing. If you look at the Yankees, right, the '90s Yankees, and Joe Torre, when he got hired by the Yankees, I was like, why? Joe Torre was able to manage and nurture those young dudes, and then when they got popular, and even some veterans coming over, he was able to manage that thing. And Yankees won a couple championships. I'm being modest, but he was able to right the ship when doing that. So, be like, no, it doesn't turn the channel. Yeah, bro. And unfortunately, we gotta address the NBA here. So like I said, the trade deadline is over. We'll see what they have this what the NBA has to say when it comes to these trades. Like D Dub says, you have the honeymoon phase, and you got. I'm willing to. Let me just talk about this Phoenix real quick. How they're going to pan out. What you think?
What I think about Phoenix and how they gonna pan out? It looks good on paper, man. I told you, I showed you names. Aiden.
This is it for them, though.
Oh yeah, they got a new owner. They got the racist guy out. They said he was so racist, right? I don't know. I forgot what the deal was, but they got rid of him. So this is it. Okay, let me back up. You said this is it for who? For as far as Paul?
This is it for Paul. Definitely for Paul. This is it. All right. We were screaming that hey, he got jacked in the deal that would have sent them to the Lakers. All right. How long are we gonna keep crying about that? All right, that happened. All right, but when he gonna win?
Gotta win.
He gotta win. So
gotta win. So I don't know. As far as that team, it looks good. You know what I'm saying? They look good. Kevin Durant, if he gets healthy. And that's another thing. Is he still hurt?
Who, Paul?
Durant.
Yeah, Durant's still hurt. Yeah, he hasn't played in the last.
I thought we don't trade people when they hurt. Or is that just 2K? Is that? Maybe I'm just thinking about a video game. I'm sorry. Angry one, let me know. I thought somebody let me know. I thought they don't trade nobody when they are hurt.
No, that's why they take physicals and stuff.
Durant is hurt. Durant is hurt. Yes,
He is hurt.
I
He
thought
hasn't played the last couple of weeks.
they don't trade people when you're hurt. I thought
Well,
trades can't take place.
yeah, because they had to take physicals and all that. So
Right.
we don't know for sure. Well, research it and look it up, of course. We have our crack statistician E will probably be with us, but if they do, they probably have the trade is pending the physical of said player.
Okay. All right.
So we'll look it up to be sure.
We'll see. Every time I try to hit, trade a play on 2K, it doesn't go through. It don't go through, my G. So I don't know, man. Baby, I don't know.
Be like say, hey, they got magically healthy to be traded.
Yeah, V. Yeah. But Cavs, and we skipped over the great one of LeBron James. Congratulations to that man. We didn't skip it. Oh, we get into that.
No, we'll get to it.
Okay.
No, we're just talking about the trades and stuff like that. Since you said
it. Well, but hold on. Let me talk about Kyrie, man.
Okay.
Kyrie Irving, you sir, I got you. I'm with you when it comes to that thing about you being anti-Semitic. That I was with you, riding with you all the way. Now there's other stuff that you do, I can't ride with you, bro, because you're to me you're a cancer. You're a cancer. Yes, you are. And you're a guy that when in the sandbox, you take your ball and go home. Oh, I don't want to play with you. You're an uppity one. Yes, you are. You are uppity. And Kyrie, so but he looked good yesterday. Last night he played. They played the Clippers last night, and they actually won the game. They actually played the game, won the game, even without Luka. So kudos to him. I think Jason Kidd's gonna have that team rolling right. So that's it. It'll probably be a good spot for him over there.
Yeah. So let me interject about Kyrie.
Mm-hmm.
Kyrie Irving. Like I said, I was talking about yeah. Be like say, oh gosh, I'm out until J Talk is over.
Wait, be like, wait,
bro, you can't go, man.
Can't leave, man. Like, subscribe, and shit.
Like, click, subscribe,
and then you could leave, bro.
Oh no! So I was talking about the Nets earlier and how the Nets, try to buy the super team, and yeah, Kyrie Irving. Our granny used to have a saying: everybody can't be telling the same lie, bro. Everybody, you Cleveland, all right, you won your championship with LBJ, right? You won that, and then he bounces. All right, cool. You want your own team. I get it. You go to the Celtics, it's a problem. It's a problem, right? All right, boom. Leave the Celtics, cool. Go to the Nets, right? You get there. You welcome open arms for Durant. You and Harden. You guys play only 16 times together.
16. That's a disgrace.
3 of them. They were 13-3 doing it. So 13-3 while playing those 16 games. So imagine if they played together all the time, what that would be.
It was just a disaster. This has to be the worst collective talent on one team put together. I haven't seen anything worse than this. No, not with this type of star power. You understand what I'm saying? We've seen teams lose, but the star power that was on that Nets team, come on, man. That should have been automatic a daggone multiple championships right there. But egos, and we talked about it earlier, egos, personalities. Then you throw in a young coach who never coached nowhere, and he should get a job, and he should y'all co-signed on that. Please believe they co-signed that. Let's not get twisted. They co-signed that, and didn't work out. But anybody that was sense would know is I don't think there's neither one of us would have hired Steve Nash off the rip. Come on, man. No, he's not experienced enough to handle that. Yes, he played the game. He's not ready for that. He would probably tell you he wasn't ready for it.
So yeah, so there was the issues with the vaccine and the whole calling him anti-Semitic, things of that nature. Personal choices that he made, whatever. But the other stuff, I can't ride with you on that, Kyrie, either. I just can't. And
Yeah.
that's what the problem was. And it's the same reoccurring problem. And, not showing up, not playing. I need to just take a sabbatical. And this is like D-Dub said about the NBA that really annoys me about the load management. Or I'm just going to just take off weeks or whatever. And I can't play or, I can't play back-to-backs. I thought that you guys, just saying, guys are stronger. You train, the training is better. The health is phenomenal. You guys don't ride coach. You know what I'm saying? Not like me. I ride coach. You guys ride in a chartered jet by the team with the team logo and colors on there.
Yeah, well, Kev, we're really, they don't know how to be professionals and showmen. They don't understand that people are coming to see you guys perform. You are a show. And I don't think that...
Like you don't take off days at your job.
Sir, you cannot... apples and oranges. Stop. Come on, man. That's two different things, man. You in show business. Show business, man. That's what it is. It is what it is, man. And you get paid.
To all my hip hop people, the song "Victory" by Biggie, on the stage, there was that verse when he says to perform like Mike, anyone, Jordan, Jackson, action, Jackson.
Yeah.
Yo, that says it all.
You have to perform, man. That's just what it is. That's what, and people, you see certain things in the game. And I don't think these kids, man, because they're kids to me, they don't understand that, you have an obligation, man, on that ticket. I don't know if it says it or not because I don't buy them. I don't buy them. But I guarantee you, man, entertainment, Snipe Life, correct. I guarantee you, man, on that ticket is some certain stipulations, man. You know what I'm saying? Certain stipulations, and you have to perform, man. Oh man, we like slave. Stop, man. I ain't never seen a slave get paid so handsomely like you guys. I'm not mad. It's just what it is. But it's the job. It's part of the game. But yeah, the load management is terrible,
and it's definitely messing up the game. Real talk. And if you don't take an honest assessment of the NBA, and me and D-Dub talked about it before we came on.
Objective.
An honest, objective assessment of how, said network is pushing it down. Oh, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread, and this is, and these guys don't play and they manipulate the system. And I blame Greg Popovich. He absolutely started the load management thing, and guys have absolutely is allowed to do that. And
no worries when they get that collective bargaining agreement and they cut these games down and cut paychecks and stuff like that. But again, like I said, these old guys, they don't care because why?
Hey, let me stop here, Mark.
Yo, fellas, they call y'all out, man.
Oh, y'all out.
Get your asses to work. Yeah, bro.
Well, that's a good one, bro.
Yeah, they PTO time. They got PTO, so they doing. And we got PTO and one is moonlighting. So But yeah, man. What's up, Kev? What you got?
No, you said you wanted to talk about the great one. Excuse me, the great one is Gretzky. I'm sorry, the king.
The king. Man, the king scored 38,388. Is that the number?
I don't know.
So?
Hold on.
That's the number.
We got the angry one here.
Yes, sir.
Yo, peace, family, peace.
Oh, I'm gonna let him get in here. Hold on, let him expound.
we got the angry one there. Let me put this back up. E. I don't know if you
Yo,
saw
James, they try to call us out. They try
only
to call us.
like, looks like Lowe's management to me.
Hey, hold on, Marlon. Hold on, baby. Hold on. If you are not calling it all the way across the board, we don't want to hear nothing. Yo, salute to y'all, man. Be like everybody in the comments, man. What's up, man?
Sniper life, yeah.
Yeah, E was in the comments before he got on. E, just before we get back to D was going to say your thoughts on some of the NBA trades before we move along.
Yo, if
Anything that stuck out to you?
Yo, the Lakers. I told y'all they was going to do Bron right, and this was big for the Lakers, man. I think hopefully, at least on paper, it looks like they got what they needed. And basically all they did was get rid of the non-shooters and picked up shooters. It doesn't get much better than that. Another one is KD. I didn't see that one coming. KD got traded to Phoenix to a bag of Bonton chips, some Lucy's, probably about 2 or 3 Lucy's, and what's the and the Sunnydale Farms fruit punch drink.
Sunnydale Farms.
Yeah, we taking it back, baby. If y'all know about that, holla at us in the comments.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. But yeah, I didn't see that coming. But yo, Brooklyn, as much heat that I've given Brooklyn over the years, and rightfully so, because of their poor GM marks, they did well for themselves. They have totally revamped. You know what I'm saying? So the sky's limit for them. See what they're going to do in the future. And another one that went under the radar is Jay Crowder going to Milwaukee.
Yeah.
That may seem small to some, but if you're a basketball purist like we are,
that's a good pickup.
Not NBA purist, but a basketball purist, that's big for Milwaukee. So
definitely. He's still hurt.
And
He'll be back next week.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
Well, it's not like Milwaukee needs him right now. They need him for the playoffs, and I think I think it's looking like Milwaukee and Boston again. So that's going to be interesting.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, that's about it, man. That's all that really stood out to me. I thought some other folks might have gotten traded here and there, but yeah.
You said
the Lakers by far won, in my opinion.
Right. What happened to John Wall? You said Wall hit the wall. He was being super.
Wall hit the wall, man. He couldn't get past the injury. I think he was hurt that he got traded. You know, right. His mother passed away. Some people will say, "Oh, well, you know," but all of those things happen around the same time, and I really don't think that he recovered. He's never going to be the same guy that he was. The man, say what you want about him, he played. That's one thing we could say about him versus some of these other guys, but he played hurt until he couldn't no more. The man played with what's that, shin splints or whatever they call. Yes, thank you.
Correct.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's been a long day. So yeah, man. He just never the same. I mean, it is what it is. I could see Miami picking him up for the cheap. You know, give them a guard to come off the bench if he's willing to play for a ring. You know.
Right.
I don't think let me correct that. I don't think Miami's going anywhere, but I'm just saying.
Okay.
So yeah.
Got you. Russell Westbrook. Why did he get all that heat?
He was the scapegoat. Come on, man. He was coming back home. You know what I'm saying? Some fire off of LeBron because LeBron started that whole mess in LA. We all know that. We've all have said it here on this podcast many occasions. So they needed the hometown kid to come back home and take the blunt of the backlash that was coming their way. I mean, it should be evenly spread out between LeBron and AD. I mean, AD, you were supposed to be that guy. You were supposed to be that guy to take over for LeBron, and LeBron was supposed to play second fiddle. We all knew that was going to happen anyway, but that was the plan. That was what was said, and that never materialized. So There's no reason. Shout out to LeBron first and foremost, but there's no reason why a damn near 40-year-old man is still doing what he's doing not because he wants to, because he has to. That's bullshit. So,
Got you. Thank you, E. I appreciate
sure.
that. Real quick, the Knicks. No, it wasn't all that.
Did Tibbs get traded?
No, Tibbs did not get
he
traded.
He didn't make the 3 o'clock deadline? Damn. Okay, well,
No.
I mean, we got Josh Hart, but I'm
but shout out to the Knicks for they're playing pretty good.
Yeah, the Knicks are playing well. Yep.
They're playing well. They trying to make a move, but I heard they was trying to get Levine, but that didn't. They would probably have to give up
a lot,
break up a lot to. And shout outs to them to at least stay in the course, man. They might make the playoffs, 6, 7 seed, maybe, if I'm not mistaken. But as far as right now, Knicks look like the 7th seed right now.
They're going to be a first or second round exit.
Yeah, I mean, you're right because they
probably
got.
So.
You're right, but
probably so. You're right.
30 and 26. So the real players in the East is Boston, Milwaukee, and Philadelphia. You might could slide in Cleveland. That's it. Everybody else is mediocre to average, man. And I guess if you scoring 114 points and you giving up 112 points, I mean that's not going to be. That beef is unhealthy.
Not much room for error.
Yeah, and that's in most of the whole league. The scoring is ridiculous, man. You got, I mean, you got teams again almost 120 points per game. That's come on. No defense, and they giving up that much. They scoring that much and giving up that much at the same time. So,
gotcha.
Yeah.
Let's move on. D-Dub, you said you want to salute the king.
Yeah, I mean, congratulations. This still doesn't make him, and I'm not poo-pooing on him. It's just congratulations because it's funny how he's the king off of that. But y'all never said once about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar being a king or anything. And that man did it with just didn't even mention the man. And that man scored only 2 points and got the scoring title, the all-time scoring title. I'm just saying.
To be clear, look at all the greats that he played with and against, and the goal points he scored.
So, again, this is a different league. That's why it's very. I don't even have these conversations no more about who's better. He's better in this inflated league. This league is inflated. It's got so much helium. What is it? Nitrogen, helium, whatever. Helium. It's got so much helium in the league that everything is inflated.
I was going to say the E word, but I'm a censor myself tonight.
Nope. Let me take the wheel here. Nope. Yeah.
That feminine energy.
And let me just say this real quick. Again, shout out to LeBron.
Yes.
It's fascinating what this man has done over his career. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. You can.
Okay.
On the court.
Nobody is questioning that. For everybody,
never.
That was never a question.
Never.
But I'm gonna just say this. I've seen some comments out there talking about he's the greatest scorer ever.
Miss me with that, please.
I thought you froze.
I froze all right. I froze. It wasn't no technical difficulties, but I froze.
Miss me
again,
with that.
I wanted to censor myself. I'm late, so I didn't want to come up here and act crazy.
Snipe Life. Yo, how we talking about the greatest scorer? This guy only had one scoring championship. One.
So let me
scoring title.
Let me jump in here. One of my dudes, me and him been dudes for a long time. We was going back and forth today. And like I said, let me just say this. Congratulations to LeBron James. I'm publicly saying that. I think what he did is amazing. 20-year career. He has the most points. But let me go back and put this in context. So, and like I said, this is not a debate show. We don't debate. And we just don't. We have great, healthy conversations concerning sports. I think debate shows, they have their place. If they debate, they debate. But we don't debate on here. We have great conversations and eye-opening fact finding things. Fact finding, not
Facts.
lies, not innuendos, not I think I souls or whatever. No, we actually we do dig out the facts. Shout out to everybody watching right now. So thank you. So yes, that was a great accomplishment. And so I'll put this in context. So as I was talking to Dan today, I asked Dan, how many goals does Ovechkin need to pass Gretzky? Dan told me 80 something. Shout out to Dan, our hockey dude. I said, so I asked him, I said, Dan, so if he passes, when Ovechkin passes Gretzky, probably next year or the year after.
Please don't ask that question.
You sound.
And I love Ovi. I love Ovi, but come on, man. Come on. Go ahead. I know. I see where you're going, but go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, Kev. Finish.
You sound like David Manner. Don't.
Yeah.
Stop. Yeah. Snipe like my man. He says, "Can't not solve." Let's forget the NBA atmosphere of 2020 a lot softer. Yep,
it's 100% fact.
So let me go to my hockey point and NBA point. And like I said, nobody's poo-pooing on King James's illustrious NBA career. I think he's a great player. He's absolutely on Mount Rushmore. But let me put it in perspective. So like I said, if when Ovechkin passes Gretzky in goals scored, is he the greatest goal scorer or is he the greatest hockey player of all time? I'm going to say he's the greatest goal scorer. All right. He scored the most goals in the history of the National Hockey League. Most hockey purists like Dan and others will say that, Wayne Gretzky is the GOAT of hockey. I get tired of having the conversations and like I said, one of my dudes, I love you, bro. You know what I'm talking to. He's just peppered me all day. LeBron built schools. LeBron did this. I was like, he never cheated on his wife. I'm like, yo, bro, we're talking about on the court. And he did this. And I said, and he got all these. I said, I thought the goal was to win championships. Yeah. At the end of the day, basketball is a team sport. And you're there to win championships. That's what I thought. If I'm out playing whatever, I'm competitive. I want to win. If it's a team exercising thing at work, I want to win. Facts, period. I want to win. I thought that's what it's about.
Apparently, the syllabus has changed, Kevin, and you have to understand that page has been ripped out, and it's not about that no more. So you need to calm down. Take some blood pressure medication, whatever it is, and relax. Because this is not our NBA. This whole thing is changed, man. And I don't understand how people don't understand it and don't see it. But
nope.
It's
something
that I'm just not fighting no more.
Go ahead.
And I remember vividly how they used to poo-poo on Patrick Ewing. Oh, he ain't got no chip. He ain't one of the best centers ever, this, that, the third. Okay. All right. If that's how y'all want to play it, okay. But now how the argument has changed because your mans in them is lacking in the chip department, but he's lacking in the losses department. He's strong there, though. But y'all don't want to talk about that.
Okay. We skip over that stuff. Skip over it. It was like it never happened. And it's just like how they skip over Kobe Bryant. I just like, yo, the man is dead. And y'all just like, yo, he's dead, and skip over him.
That's it?
I don't know how you jump over.
Skipped over him when he was alive.
That is facts, but I just don't understand how, again, I thought the whole thing was counting chips. And,
D, you're right. I'm getting worked up, and like I said, that's my man. You know what I'm talking about. I love you, bro. And we was just going back and I just like, bro. You know what? You got it. I says there's no need. I said I stopped doing that a couple years ago because I'm never going
to schools. Ain't got nothing to do with
LeBron. I'm only
play on the court.
It's called sports chasers, not schools chasers or whatever. I'm pretty sure. Shout out to those who on podcasting to talk about education. I love you, but that's not what we're talking about.
I hope they chasing school in Baltimore. Baltimore has a problem, and this is not our podcast, but I just so happen to saw something that Baltimore, please, y'all need to get your shit together over there. Them kids is not learning, can't read, can't write. That is a disgrace.
It ain't just in Baltimore.
I understand that, but Baltimore is zero
I
in everything in the categories. But anyway, Kev, take it back. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hold on, Dan. Let me get these comments in here. Shout out to all those in the comments. If you got comments, hey, you got somebody that like real sports talk. Hey, get us. As you see, we holler at you in the comments. Dan, our hockey guy, says how many chips he went without joining forces to make a super pick. Nope, Dan. Nope. I'm not going down that rabbit hole. Nope. You know. Go D-Dub, go ahead. You can address it.
Actually, I can answer that. Dan K, my man, yo, he won one because he was already on the team in the bubble where they had Anthony Davis join him. So technically, he didn't go to join forces with him. The force came to him, I guess. I tried. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, okay.
And that's another thing. VLAC, shout outs to him. Kobe did it, staying in LA. That's 100% fact.
That's never going to be done again.
It's never going right, because the way these, again, I could understand if the organization is not doing you right by trying to get you players. And if you went to the organization telling them, hey, yo, we need some players on this team, it doesn't happen, and we probably won't see that happen in a long time. I think the next closest thing, well, I shouldn't say that. Giannis, kudos to him for staying in Milwaukee and delivering a championship. So that's the only one I got respect. And he didn't want to go nowhere else. He's like this: if you guys, you could come over here and win with me. Come over here and win with me.
Same thing with Dame Lillard. With Damian Lillard.
Yeah, Dame Lillard, man. I don't know why they
Lillard ain't gonna win one. He's gonna have to leave.
Win one. Yeah, well, now he's gonna have to leave. Yes, how Portland's constructed, they're gonna have to leave. Yeah. But I was just saying that again. Nobody's raining on nobody's parade. I'm just saying, be objective, be reasonable. That's all. That's all we're saying. We're asking you to open up your mind, and you can like who you like, but just be reasonable, being objective. And I think on this show, we absolutely try to convey that point. E is a Cardinals fan, or Arizona Cardinals fan. He absolutely had called his team out all year long. He did. I, as a Knicks fan, the last 20 years, I've been calling them out. And I didn't even have a podcast until about 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Call them out. Knicks are steadying the ship. Hopefully they'll stay the course. Mm-hmm. I'm just asking you, just be reasonable. Open your mind. Think right.
And be factual. Just have the facts with you. And that's what we try to be, the facts or whatever.
Because it kills me. Oh, he built schools and he's what does that got to do with sports?
No, that's because you're emotional. That's emotional thinking.
That's that E word coming out.
That's it. That's emotional thinking. Yeah, that you can't be like that, man. You gotta, let's just stay what's on the court. We'll study what's going on. And again, for me, I don't even like the guy like that. But for me, I'm telling you, the Lakers did good moves today. I told you tonight, Lakers done tremendous moves today. So we'll see how they put it together. If everybody stays healthy, let's see if they can come for that AFC.
Yep. Yeah. And make some noise in the playoffs.
Yeah. So. If Bamba could give them anything, and that'll slide Davis to the 4.
Right.
If he could stay healthy.
Gotcha. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. This NBA segment was very riveting. Very good. Appreciate everybody in the comments hollering at us. Hey, tell your friends, tell your families. Hey, the Sports Chasers is on. We're on every Thursday night. And then during the football football season, we'll come on every Monday without for the short segment. We try to do 30 minutes. Sometimes we go over, but hey, holler at us. We're also on every major podcast platform. So if you miss us, you want to go back, you want to catch D-Dub double talking maybe. D-Dub said this back in 2018. Yeah, you can go back and catch it. It's there.
Catch it.
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah, it's all there. Shit change. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Things done changed. Okay.
But nah, this is yay, NBA is all over. Shout out to my man B Lack, man, for he does not pull his punches when it comes to the NBA. Yes, the NBA segment is over. Like I stated in the show, it's quite amazing how the NBA has stolen the steam from the NFL this week. That usually don't happen, but they did, and I have heard very little about NFL talk and what they do, media week and all that stuff. And I did hear one. So we're moving on to the NFL set. I did hear one crazy question. We're part of the media, and I would think, if we was present at media day, I wouldn't ask this question. I wish I had it to pull to cue it up. So one journalist, I forgot what media corporation he's from. He asks Andy Reid, "Is this a must-win game?" Yes.
It's
Y'all
the
give me a
fucking
chance.
Super Bowl. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Let me mute myself. I can't. This is.
It's just a must-win game, dude. It's an ass fucking game.
Who asked these stupid questions?
So this is what happens with the Super Bowl. You get they issue all these media credentials. We hope to be there next year. They issue all these media credentials to every and anybody sometimes, and they're just there for the halftime show to see Rihanna, not because of the X's and O's like all you folks here watching with us. But I don't get it. Yeah, it's a must win. It's the Super Bowl, dog.
Yeah, it's stupid.
What did Dan say?
You play to win the game.
Yes.
Yeah,
exactly.
Play to win the game. So I don't understand why that dude asked that question. So we're literally 72 hours from opening kickoff at the Super Bowl, which will be 6:15 Eastern Standard Time in Glendale, Arizona, at the State Farm. I don't know what they call it, State Farm Arena, State Farm Dome, Stadium, and between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. Currently, right now, the Philadelphia Eagles are 1.5-point favorites over the Chiefs. Both have 14-3 records this year. This, I think, is going to be a good game. I think the Eagles defense, they've been balling all year, been bullies all year. I've been calling them the reincarnation of the Broad Street Bullies. And hopefully you just want a good game. That's all. You want yes, we need a Herm Edwards soundbite. You just want a good game. You want the Eagles to State Farm Stadium. Thank you, D-Dub. And with the Chiefs, so Patrick Mahomes, last time he was in the Super Bowl, he was also running for his life when they took that L. We'll see. E, your thoughts, and I'll swing it back to D-Dub here. Your thoughts on the Chiefs and the Eagles for the Super Bowl.
Well, first, let me just say that he probably second or third time that Arizona will have a game where the home team will win. And that's because Arizona's not playing, of course. If you know, you know.
I heard that.
Yeah, I think part of me wishes this to be a good game. Something's gonna have to break. This Eagles defense and this Kansas City Chiefs offense. I don't see how Kansas City, especially with Mahomes not 100%, I don't see how effective they are going to be. That offensive line is not great. And the Eagles got some bruises on that defense, so it's going to be very interesting. But they have Andy Reid, so with that being said, of course they'll always have a chance in any game, most games. I'm not a gambling man, so I'm not going to say if I had money what I would do with it. But I will say that I'm rooting for the Eagles, but I would not be surprised if Kansas City wins this game. But I would say if I had to pick, I would say Philadelphia. Chew that. Snipe life. I would pick Philadelphia 31-23.
31-23. Okay.
Yeah.
D-Dub, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I got Philadelphia winning this game 32-24. I think it should be a good game. I think Philadelphia is just, again, I'm going with Philly. They've been the best team all year long. I don't think this is going to change. I think Mahomes, depending on how that ankle is, Philadelphia is going to get some type of pressure on him. And if they get him moonwalking and backpedaling all night long, it's probably going to be a long night for if he's not 100%, which he's probably not. But it's the Super Bowl, and he's going to go out there as best he can and perform.
Because it's a must win game, right?
It's a must win game. So of course, for the Super Bowl, man, last game. So yeah, I think he's going to want to play. He came out and played on a bad leg in a championship game. So but it just depends on how that Eagles defense. If they truly get after him, I think that's it should be a victory for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they get that trophy.
I'm I'm a Giants fan. Those that know me, I'm a Giants fan, and the Eagles, they kicked that buck twice this year. Well, it was twice or three times.
Three times.
3 times, right? And then the third time in the playoffs was just utter, destruction. And yeah, the Eagles are very good. The Chiefs, on the other hand, the Chiefs have better defense. DA, that comes on the DA, that one of our co-hosts. He always talks about Kansas City's defense. But E's waving me away. I'm not saying that their defense is. I'll just say this. I'll say this. I think the Eagles will prevail. The score will be 24-17. I think that's how it's going to go down. I think Hurts is going to play well. I think the Sanders will run the ball well. Eagles defense will stand up, and Mahomes will be sacked a couple times, and he'll make a couple of miraculous plays. So I think that's how that's going to go down. E, you're laughing at me. Go ahead.
Nah, I was laughing at V-Lag. I'm not laughing at you.
Shout out to Dan. He put some emphasis behind that 3 times. Yes, they did kick our arse. The Eagles. Eagles are a good team. They're definitely a good team. I'm looking forward to it. I'll ask you this, guys, and then we'll get on out of here at this note. What are you most looking forward as anything else besides the Super Bowl? Because the Super Bowl is quote quasi the unofficial holiday, and you got the casual fans stepping into our lane here, and they. I'll give you a quick little story. Me and D-Dub and E, we used to sometimes have Super Bowl parties when we lived in New York, and Super Bowl parties, and so we used to tell people, all the sports fans, hey, y'all stay on the first level. All you casual folks, right, D? What we do? Funnel them down to the basement. Because you're not going to be asking me who's wearing number 16 and he's got a blue and no. Just stay downstairs and y'all can watch all that stuff. Yes.
We absolutely home run when it's a touchdown.
Home run is a touchdown, yes.
Get away from me.
So
they
should have been did that, B-Lat. My bad, Kev. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, they're trying to make holidays. This should have been a long time ago. But not to cut you off, Kev. I hate this time of the year because I know this is when football is over. Usually, especially the last couple of games when the playoff rolls around. I I don't know. I'm not really looking for like all that, that hoopla. I'm just a NFL. I just like NFL football. And once it gets to this part of it, you might get a good game, you might not. Hopefully, we do. But yeah, man, I think the best games is usually up until championship game. You know, um, yeah. I don't know. It's not too much anything else I'm looking forward to. All that stars, entertainment, all that other stuff. I could care less, man. I'm not
Okay.
there for halftime any other time, so
Right. Gotcha.
not a big deal.
Just the
Anything for you?
game, bro. I'm the old man for real. Be like, used to be, oh, we got to catch all the, oh, did you see that commercial and all this other shit? Man, I don't give a about none of that no more. Just give me the game. Give me a good game. Please don't have me ranting and raving about how somebody's down 40 points at the half. Just please give me a good game, man. That's all I ask, man. That's all I ask. And we all agree. They definitely should make that Super Bowl Monday a holiday because ain't no work going to get done, so you might as well do it.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Everybody's gonna be partying, so
That's for sure. We have made it a holiday. None of us is working. That'll segue into what I'm about to say. This coming Monday, 4th and short. Guess what, y'all? If you haven't heard, all 6 of us will be in the studio this coming Monday. We'll be
Not
in
one,
the studio.
not two,
one, not 2,
not 3. For all you
not
Braun fans out there, y'all remember
yeah,
that?
we give it to you. Not 4, not 5. Yeah.
and no load management.
Yeah, no load management. All 6 of us will be in the studio live on this coming Monday, man. We're hoping to have we're going to have a good time talking about breaking down the Super Bowl in our 4th and short segment. 4th and short is going to be a little bit longer. Fake promises. But yeah, we're all going to be in the studio together. We're gonna have a fun time. I believe this is our 4th time actually doing a live studio session together, and it's really amazing to have all the great energy in the room when it comes to talking about sports. And that's one of the reasons why I started this podcast, man, to bring like minds together and sometimes unlike minds and just kick it and talk about sports, not about all the other stuff and only, some of the stuff off the court, yes, we might have to address, but most of the time, it's about what's between the lines, between the football field, on the golf course, baseball field, the hockey rink, all that stuff. We want to just talk about sports and just, hey, just kick it with you guys for 90 minutes, man. I'm glad we got this platform. Shout out to Restream where we can interact with our folks, to all our fans that's out there, just hollering at us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. And hey, I thank you. I don't take that for granted. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Those that, if you like what you hear, hey, tell a friend, tell a family member. Hey, log on every Thursday night to hear the Sports Chasers, man, at 7:30 p.m. sharp. 4th and short, Monday. Won't be at 9 o'clock. It will be in the morning. I will send out notifications, but it will be in the morning, a little bit after 9. So look for us there. We're gonna have a good time. Excuse me. Hold on. I'm looking. It'll be around 10:30ish. So, but all us, the Sports Chasers, will be in the building. Usually when we're in the building together, we usually have a phenomenal time because the energy is awesome. So with that said, I'll issue my parting shots. I'll start with the angry one. E, what's up? What you got?
Yo, appreciate you, V-Lac. Yo, another great Thursday night, man. Once again, I apologize for my tardiness. But the fellas was going to hold it down regardless. Nothing too heavy, man. Special shout out to everybody in the comments, everybody watching. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, please do take the time out to hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and share. We appreciate you. If you don't like what we say, if you're a LeBron lover and you can't stand what we're saying, go ahead and hit that thumbs down if you want, and let us know in the comments. Either way, we appreciate and accept all feedback. You know what I'm saying? So, And it's like our host and moderator said, you can find us on all of your podcast platforms. Another Thursday night in the books, gentlemen. Great show. Shout out to Dan K, DA, and Mike Millie. We holler at y'all on Monday. See you Sunday, Monday. And nothing too heavy, man. You know how I do, man. Everybody support your fellow man, woman, and child, man. We can make this thing a little bit better than what it is, man. But until then,
salute. D-Dub, what you got for us, bro?
Yeah, man, good show. Yeah, nothing heavy. Super Bowl weekend. Looking forward to it. To everybody, have a blessed week. And tune in next week. Tune in Monday. Tune in Thursday. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff.
Okay. Like I said, I don't have anything heavy. Again, to all our supporters, our fans, we appreciate y'all come hanging out with us on Thursday night, man. And that's what it's pretty much all about. It's one of the reasons, like I said, I started this, man, to have the capability to talk and, chop it up when it comes to the world of sports. I love it. Like I say every week, it's like a therapy for me. Talk about it, good, bad, and different. We holler about the world of sports. And I like the fact this podcast, we are true to what our name says, sports chasers. We talk about all sports. So we got a hockey guy. We got a golf contributor. We got a NBA contributor. Hey, I got a soccer contributor. He's gonna come holler at us about soccer here in a week or two. Haven't nailed there, but we're talking soccer, man. So those that love soccer, hey, come holler at us, man. We're trying to talk about anything when it comes to the world of sports, man. But like I said, remember to hit the like, click, and subscribe button. Also on YouTube, on all our socials. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, all that stuff. Esports next. No, be like for sure. We absolutely be like. I've talked to the toxic one and the angry one about that. Esports definitely, because that's a huge
popping. Yeah.
Market.
sure.
So no, I do not downplay that at all. Esports for sure, man. So, but hey, this has been a great show as always. We have hit almost our 90-minute mark.
There go Toxic Dan again. Yo, wrap this show up, man. Lakers in 3.
Toxic Dan has. That's not going to be his name now. The hockey dude. Shoot, I don't even know.
AKA
Toxic Dan.
Man.
When he talk about my quarterback, that's Toxic Dan.
So I don't know. Hey, we're gonna go. It's great hanging out with you on this Thursday night, man. But hey, on behalf of myself, I'm Kevin O. Warren, your host and moderator. For James the Angry One, Daryl D. Dub Warren. For in their absence, Dan K, who's in the comments tonight. Hey, DA, good brother, we appreciate you. And Mike Mills in his absence, man. Yo, this is the Sports Chasers podcast. Y'all be blessed. Have a great weekend. Have a great Super Bowl Sunday. We will be hollering at you live on Monday morning. Peace. Be good.